Holy moly, guys. Things are not looking so pretty right now for the indexes, for SoFi stock, for pretty much any stock that's big tech or tech related. So we're going to break down SoFi stock in this video, go over the charts, earnings estimates, EPS, revenue, all that good stuff, and we'll just go over my thoughts, what I'm looking to do. So if y'all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 16 stocks for Moo. Link down below, guys. Once you fund your account with at least $100, you get 5 stocks and a free share of SoFi stock. So use that link, get your stocks. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So like I said, everything has been getting destroyed as of late, which a lot of this has to do, well, there's a lot of moving parts. We have what's going on in the Middle East. We have what's going on with these big tech earnings. A lot of people are freaking out. The VIX is elevated, right? There's a lot of tension right now and a lot of uncertainty, which you guys know the stock market hates uncertainty, and everything's going all over the place. And if you have a long-term perspective, right, this is freaking beautiful and music to your ears, right? Because you know, maybe not so much with individual stocks, but you know for sure based on history, right, 100 years of data plus, you know that the stock market will eventually bounce back and hit an all-time high. We don't know when that's going to happen, but if you have a long-term mentality, when the stock market gets hit, the indexes, I'm saying, let's say the S&P, the NASDAQ, this should be a time where you should accumulate. I'm not telling you to go buy for sure now or do anything right now with individual stocks or the indexes, but just generally speaking, guys, indexes, when they get hit, well, those are good times to accumulate, dollar cost average, whatever you want to call it. Not so much with individual stocks. There's more risk with individual stocks. You don't want to bet the farm on one stock. We're not going to get into that in this video, but either way, you should look at this as an opportunity, especially if you're a long-term investor when it comes to indexes. But enough with that, enough of that. Let's take a look at SoFi now, which is down. It went down 2.5% on the day, and now it's back in the $6 range after yesterday pretty much holding above $7 all day. You guys can see we bottomed at about 7:05 in the morning, midday as well, and right before close we held above 7:05, and today, well, that did not hold. You guys can see we hit $6.80 in the middle of the day. Then we saw a bit of a rally near close, and actually, yeah, I mean, we rallied into power hour, but in the second half of power hour, we actually dumped into close on second thought. And you can see all these lower highs that were made throughout the day. We hit in the morning about 7:17 there. Then we hit 7:15 here, dumped down to about, where was this? $7 flat. Then we hit about $6.98 at about 3:15 p.m. Then we dumped into close. So clearly, the bears were in charge all day, and that was pretty obvious when we fell under $7. And on the 5-day chart, you guys can see this thing's been downtrending for 5 days, right? Pretty much every day we hit a new low. And on the 10-day chart, pretty much the same thing. You guys can see we hit 870 back in the middle of this month. Now we're at almost 670, so we're down 21%. We're in a bear market on SoFi stock. You guys can see in just the past 10 days. And here on the 20-day chart, you can see the downtrend. And with the last couple of days of trading, guys, we've gotten under the lows from about a month ago. We hit in the beginning of this month of October, 7:15. Then we saw that huge rally boom, right? Now we just took out that low. We just took out that support, which I am not liking at all in the short term here. But like I said earlier in this video, this could be opening up opportunity. Maybe not for SoFi for sure, but in general, guys, stocks, individual stocks now we're talking about, when they start selling off, they're down a good chunk from the highs. I'm not saying you just go blindly buy them, but it's worth looking deeper into because I know it's weird with psychology when you see items at the store, you want to buy a pair of pants, they're 30% off, right? You're gonna go buy them instantly. But when a stock's 30% off, you start to freak out a little bit. You're scared, but that's where the opportunity could be. Keyword is could, and it's really starting to slip. And I think a couple of weeks ago, I was talking about how SoFi could start pushing the sixes again, and well, it looks like we actually spoke that into existence, as now we're back in the sixes, and we did start falling, or not yet actually, but we're right at this spot right here. Let me draw this out. If you guys can see, back in the beginning of March, we peaked at about 690. Then we fell down. Then we peaked again at about $697 in the beginning of May. Then we went down to 445. So that's where we're holding right now. If you guys take notice to this, right at about 690. So if we do slip under this point, which I'm thinking is possible considering earlier today we got to 680. If we do start going back under 690, we hit 680 tomorrow, we take that low out, we could be going down to the lower sixes, as the lower six range, that was resistance all throughout this time period here, mid-March rather, all throughout the end of April. So there could be more red, guys. Keyword is could. It's totally possible with earnings coming up here. Let's see, on the 2nd, I believe, of November or the 1st. Actually, no, 30th of October. There we go. So that's actually, I think, this Monday coming up, right? This Monday coming up in the morning, I believe, yes, SoFi set to report earnings. So let me show you guys the earnings estimates. Very important here. Let me pull this up. And if you're finding value, by the way, hit that like button. It's free to do that, guys. Hit that subscribe button if I can even talk today, guys, as that does help me out overall in the algorithm. And you might as well hit that notification bell while you're at it. So right now we have SoFi stock down again on the day, 2.5%. Now their market cap is under $7 billion. We're at $6.55 billion on the market cap, which that's come down a huge chunk. I mean, I think we were over $10 billion at some point couple weeks ago, months ago. So we're back under $7 billion on the market cap here. And if I pull up the analysis tab quickly here, guys, we can see based on 15 analysts, let me show you this. The average EPS estimate is negative 7 cents. You can see that right here. If it wants to zoom in, there we go. Beautiful. Negative 7 cents. There's the average. Low estimates, negative 10 cents. A year ago, they did, well, negative 9 cents. So overall, pretty much right in line with what they did last year is what they're projected. And when it comes to revenue, based on 12 analysts, we can see average revenue estimate is $512 million. The low is $465, the high is $527, and we have a year ago them doing $419 million of sales. That's up 22%, or it's projected to be up 22% from last year if they come in the $512 million range, or anywhere in that little range there, that ballpark. So what do you guys think about that? I mean, it's going to be interesting moving forward. And let's say they blow earnings out of the park, totally possible. We might be able to see a pop in the stock afterwards, considering how oversold it is. But, with SoFi, guys, these growth stocks, these, high beta stocks in general, who the heck knows, right? Who the heck really knows, what it's going to do. But you could make a serious argument that we're due for a relief rally, considering we just took the lows out a couple of days ago, from a couple of weeks ago, rather. But the thing is, will we go a bit lower before the rally? It's a difficult game to play, especially considering they're reporting earnings in 4 days. So if you're looking to, trade SoFi and hold through the weekend, it's very risky business. Very risky business. You could make a ton of money, but I don't know. You could lose a bunch as well. So for me personally, guys, I'm not in SoFi now, but I'm going to wait and see these numbers, what we're looking like, and how the stock reacts, even if that means I miss the move, right? I don't care, because the risk is too high for me to hold through the weekend for that possible reward. It's just way too high. And, I've done the whole trade around earnings thing, buy and hold and pray and hope and freaking pray that the stock's going to go up or down if I bought puts, right? And it's a difficult game. And for that reason, I don't do that anymore, right? I don't do that anymore. But we'll see how the stock reacts. And then from there, even if it means I miss the move, whatever, but from there, we'll see if we can play it, and, we'll make a bunch more videos, guys. So make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and don't forget to get your free stocks from Moomoo. Almost forgot. Use that link down below, or go to StockSurfS.com/Moomoo. Open up your account and fund it with your initial $100 deposit. You get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000, and you get another free share of, you guessed it, SoFi stock on top of those 5 stocks, again, for just depositing $100. And if you fund your account at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks on top of those 6 stocks, totaling 16 stocks, guys. So get on it, use that link down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.